Hello, everyone. How's it
Welcome
going?
back.
Welcome back. I am your host, Shawn. If you read this backwards, it would say nah, his,
Nah.
nas. And on my left, but this is my left, we have Mel. I guess we call you
She
Mel.
forgot.
I forgot what we call you. It's not like we do this
It's
ever
just
together. Hmm.
it's just Mel. Welcome back to
It's just
Unqualified.
you'll. So it's just Mel. So your friends call you Mel.
I guess. What do you mean, my friend? You're my friend. You call me Mel.
Uh,
Is this the
yeah.
first
Well,
time we're meeting each
yes. Well, yes. I do. I would say that I do. I'm dressed in silly, goofy drag right now. I look like a 5-year-old with horizontal stripes. This is actually a hoodie that I got when I was 11 years old, and look, it still fits me perfectly.
Wait, so it's actually um little kid clothes that you're wearing?
Yeah.
Icon.
I
Is that
just
why the
ripped. I
sleeves are
ripped the
short?
shoulders off. Boom. Yeah, my waist is here. So this is like where it ends. So
The
like
fact that you
hypothetically,
the fact that you can fit into your kid clothes is crazy. My waistline could never.
I don't. Well, I haven't changed much. I've
Okay.
grown up this way. Not really much. My shoulders are not broad in the slightest.
Crazy.
But speaking of not broad shoulders, we have a bunch of lovely ladies in front of us. Because we're
Good thing.
reviewing. Oh my god, we forgot what we're doing here. We're reviewing Drag Race. RuPaul's, believe it or not. I know there's so many around the world. Everyone's gotta have a drag race. Like a no frills. Canadians, you got that. Um,
This is RuPaul's No Frills.
this is. If I walked into RuPaul's, and we are back with episode 4 of RuPaul's Drag Race Unqualified Review.
Review.
Yeah, we're
Season.
reviewing our review. We're not talking about the episode.
I mean, this episode was weird. At first, I barely understood the challenge because they're recording vocals for uh what RuPaul called "Bitch I'm a Drag Queen," Volume 1 and 2,
Mm-hmm.
which
Mm-hmm.
I guess is a reference to like drag queen,
I am the
drag
queen
queen,
of drag.
I'm the queen of drag. Is that what the reference is to? I
Uh,
don't know.
bitch, I'm a drag queen.
He doesn't even say "bitch I'm a drag queen" and then that meme. So
She
I don't
says, drag queen. I think
know.
part one was a clever reference to how the ones that were in part one could be considered from the original era of Drag Race. There was no season one reference at all.
Ooh, season one girlies are mad.
And then
I
I
have
loved when they had the Untucked where Shangela does her whole I never had a sugar daddy. If I want a sugar daddy, yes I go out and get a sugar daddy, but I don't need a sugar daddy. You could never get a sugar daddy because you are not that kind of girl. You bitch. And then she throws a drink on her. But instead of doing that moment from that Untucked, they decide to do moments before when Mariah Balenciaga, don't forget the Paris in the middle,
hmm
was like, we do so much for our community, and I'm like, okay, work. I guess
choice.
work.
Like I knew some of the references, but
Mm-hmm.
not all of them.
Light your ganjas up. Ganjas in the ganja.
There was an edit on YouTube where it's like Laganja Strange's stand up, but it's actually funny, and
But
they
it's
just edit in the
good.
old they edit the old people laughing,
Mm-hmm.
and
I
it's
was
just
laughing the first time I watched it.
it was funny. I thought it was funny, but
Mm-hmm.
it's you gotta know your audience. Number one rule of marketing, probably.
I just realized something.
What
Is your water stop flowing?
is my water stop flowing? No.
Look at behind you and coming out of your vase.
Oh my God, it's not been flowing this whole
She's
time.
not been. We free. Are we? Is this how we figure out we're Inception? We're not actually recording an episode. We've actually just been asleep this entire time.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Hold on. I don't know
Am I
how
d-
to tell
Is it normally
myself.
flowing? Am I crazy? I don't even remember it flowing before now.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
Is
Oh, my
the
eyes are
is
bigger.
the water still flowing?
It is now.
Okay, and work, Diva. I know what's wrong. I just have to. I love that I'm just doing this live do in the middle of the episode, like we're not talking about something. Yes.
It's fine.
Anyway, the train has stopped running though, unfortunately, and she will never run again. She will be stuck like that.
So they have to record vocals for these different iconic moments
Hmm.
and turn them into songs. Like their songs are written not by them, right?
The
They just,
lyrics are pre-written because
yeah,
they're monologues from previous instances of Drag Race.
yeah.
The vocal are them. They do whatever they want for the vocal. Whatever the vocal is, they vocal. They give it. They gave it. They gov it. .gov. Go make sure that you're registered to vote in your upcoming elections. And the music itself was go for like they had no choice in that. It was given to them. Some girls got country. Because and it was a reference to the fact that it was a country runway, that challenge I think, or something like that. I don't think it was a country runway actually. I just know that Mystique does the country outfit where it's just like a purple blouse and pants. If you want to talk about real drag, let's talk about real drag. No one wants to do big drag anymore. Like, and what I mean by big drag is like drag that's large.
Like what's that chick's name from the other season? Oh my god. I was gonna say Sabrina Carpenter, but she's not a drag queen.
Sabrina Carpenter does big drag. Largest drag I've ever seen.
She's like 5 feet, so she's like the opposite of what I'm thinking of.
No, five. She's saying that's the gap between her
Ah,
and who she's
Sophia
fucking.
Cristal. Sophia Cristal is what I was thinking of, but for some reason
That's
I thought of
big
Sabrina
drag.
Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter, I am so sorry. Sabrina Cristal. Oh wait.
Sophia Cristal, she does
Saphira
big stuff.
Carpenter and Sabrina Cristal. I am so sorry. We need to continue on with this episode, but
I mean, we can go into the
and we
challenges.
can talk about the challenges.
Like volume one, I wrote down some notes about what each song they were gonna do, or like
There's
each
no
moment.
drama.
No. Oh,
You
I
don't want
guess
to. You don't want to talk about when they were talking about doing their scene, and I think it was Sparkles. I almost called her Georges. I almost called her Georges. Sparkles says, um, "Yeah, just everyone make sure that you have some shake and go wigs for because we're gonna be in the background of each other's scenes, and if we have
Oh,
wigs, we can look like different people." And
funny.
Miss Hormona Lisa, who I'm growing to love more and more. Like I actually truly love her. Her and Joella, like I actually love those queens. I think they're so funny. She comes out and says, "I've never worn a shake and go wig before," and then everyone's dead. We hear dead silence, and then we cut to Miss Crystal. Nope, Miss Jewel Sparkles, that one, and she's like, "What about the shake and go on your head right now?" What's
It's
a shake and go like cause like a shake and go from what I understand it was like I guess a shake and go is just any wig that you take shake and go
yeah, I thought a shake and go wig is like
something
straight
that
out of the box.
shakes.
It's like you shake it off, put on your head. Like you're not styling it. It's like
Hmm.
maybe it's not the most like glamorous or expensive wig. It's just like fresh out of the box. That's kind of what I thought it was, and maybe that's what it is. I don't really know.
So would you call Hormona's wig a shake and go wig?
I don't know. I don't know if it's her. Like, is that not her hair? I figured it was her hair.
You think the bob is okay. So I was watching the Roscoe's thing and they had Hormona on and she gifted Roscoe's this bob,
Like
the wig.
the wig that she's wearing.
Yeah,
Okay.
they have it like in Roscoe's displayed.
Hmm.
I love her. She's iconic. And when she went to Roscoe's, she dressed up as Sadness like she did at Drag Race UK,
Hilarious.
DragCon UK. And all the other hosts on the panel dressed up like her in the bobs and the glasses.
That's pretty funny.
That was
I
some
thought
Hormonaception.
I don't know what convention it was, but I think Kori King dressed up as
Lois Griffin.
Los. Yeah, I saw that, which is pretty funny. And all the comments are like, "This is not a fashion season." So they really read the queen. I don't think the fashion is particularly bad this season,
Mm-mm.
but everyone is like very, very, very critical. We've been eating
Yes.
some things.
Yeah, I
We've been
mean, like, I'm not going hungry. I mean, I just ordered food. Um, we need to talk about this episode drama. I don't like.
like
I can't think of like any real drama besides
there
that.
wasn't much other than Arrietty was a bit annoyed that Samstar won last week, and she was like, "In that ugly pussycat wig." I don't know if she said those words
She did
exactly, but
actually say those words. Like I remember her saying those words.
and
And
honestly
we
real
love to spread misinformation, so
dissemination of misinformation.
from other nations.
Hmm. Other than that,
Mm-hmm.
there isn't
There
much
isn't
drama.
much, and that doesn't. When we go to the actual like challenge here, when the girlies get girled, when all the girls are girling, um, I thought they were fun. Like this was a commercial challenge, but it wasn't like It was a commercial challenge in the sense that they were the product and they weren't trying to sell a product. So
Hmm.
they had the Michelle Visage voiceover voicing over, "Hi, squirrel friends. Would you like to get? You want to see more gay shit?"
You want to see more gay shit?
Here's
Subscribe to the
I'm a
channel.
bitch, I'm a drag queen, volume 1 and volume 2 from eras of Drag Race past. Okay, they're gonna do I give Drag Race 5 years from now. We're gonna see this challenge come back with volume 3 and volume 4, and they're gonna be
Yeah,
from even more recent seasons.
there's
Like
gonna be a volume from this season that we're watching. There's gonna be a moment from this
it's
season.
gonna be like when in Untucked they use clips from last season over the um God, what was the one from Philippines that it was really funny? You're a fucking liar,
You're a fucking liar, bitch.
bitch.
Funny.
Ugh, it's if it was more that energy, I would have lost my mind. But we get a few musical numbers, some more memorable than others. Like I remember Crystal Envy being a tumbleweed. She really
Yeah,
needed to tumble back one more time for it to be good. Like the rule of threes, you
I
tumble once, you tumble that way, and then you tumble again at the end when people like. And I was sitting there, my like as you can see, my nails are fucked because I was biting them, and I was like, ah, why didn't she go a third time? Go a third time? Go a third time? And I couldn't come. There was no finishing, and all I have is the anal fisting glove to prove it.
Mm. I think maybe let's talk about standouts from each volume, if we can. Like volume one, I have got No Class, No Manners, which is Lana and Lydia. I have no memory of that whatsoever.
I
I don't know.
remember they hit each other with the guitar. That was the Crystal Envy Tumbleweed.
Oh, okay, that's a Crystal Beaton.
That's it, Crystal Envy Tumbleweed.
Then there's the We Write the Stories, Joella.
That one
Was
was sold more by the supporting cast.
yes, they were paid actors in the background.
And they were getting paid.
Yeah, Joella wasn't standing out as much.
It
Another
felt
one
very
from this
static in the
volume.
face.
Another one from this volume was Back Rolls with Jules and Arrietty. I think that one is probably maybe
I
the best.
liked it.
I liked it a lot. I think one of the critiques is that was it Arrietty? It wasn't
Got
like given.
outshined.
Yeah, she got outshined by Jules. I don't know if I agree with that necessarily.
Do I think that
It was
Jules put
close.
more energy into the performance? I do think Jules was playing Alyssa Edwards in the scene. Do I think Arrietty playing Jade Jolie? I don't. I didn't get Jade. I didn't get a Jade.
Get her, Jade.
I did not get a Jade. So I will say that Arrietty was the weaker performance, but it was like peanut butter and chocolate. It will definitely kill someone with a peanut allergy.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, after that, Lexi Love is in this group.
No, I think that's the other group. This
Okay,
one I have
scratch that.
Hormona, which is the I nominate myself.
You're sad. You're sad. You're angry. You're scared. You're scared. You're scared, girl. You're angry. You're
I
angry,
remember
girl. You're crying.
I remember actually liking her performance there, like surprisingly, because I remember in the she was like when they were filming, she was acting like the camera wasn't rolling, and everyone was like, "What are you doing? Like, you need to take this seriously." And she's like, "Trust the process."
And the
And
process
the
was made.
process was trusted.
Well,
It
some
was,
of us more than others.
yeah, but it was. I thought it was good. I liked her performance. Then the last one of that group was Unprofessional, which was Crystal Envy, and I think that one is
Isn't
also like
Kori King
top.
in this group?
Kori King is
No.
the other one.
Kori King's in the other one. We'll get
And Crystal
there.
Envy, that one was a really good performance, I think. So for me, the tops
Good
of
God, get a
that
grip, girl. Good God, get a grip,
girl,
girl. Unprofessional.
I
Yeah,
think
I
that
mean, I
was
remembered it.
probably number one, maybe number two after Back Rolls for me for volume one.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had in volume two, I don't know what this thing is called. I just wrote "You look like Linda Evangelista," and it's
You
Susie's
look
favorite.
like a model, Susie too. You look like a bitch ass lifestyle. Boo boo. I found this to be a very mid performance.
And there was Sam, Star, and Acacia doing Star Quality, and they were just doing a little tango, which was
Sam's.
interesting.
It was very cute. They brought out the Drag Race Philippines bench and pole that Jade so fucked. She put that telephone pole all the way up in there, girl.
Hmm. Then we had Onya Nurve doing "Put Your Lighters Up," Laganja's in the
The standout
house.
performance.
That was yes, that was a very good performance.
Ganja, ganja, ganja. Yeah, loved it.
And then we had Lexi doing "This Is Your Moment, Have It." That was also
I'm not selling what you're selling. Ah. Very
Mhm.
Patty LaPone.
And then we had one more performance, which I don't know if I want to talk about, which is Kori King.
God,
I don't know what
God.
that was.
Do you
It
see
was.
this body? It was sculpted by stone. It was sculpted by the gods.
Is that a Plain Jane reference that she was doing?
I think it was when
I
she was
swear.
doing the whole, like, this is the, you're telling me this outfit is shit? And then it
Crazy.
feels like it's not even half glued. It's not even sewn.
Yeah, that was a very like slightly uncomfortable to watch because it was just not very funny,
When
and she was
she
just
took off her
rolling.
wig, I was like, this
Oh,
is some Tyler the Creator energy. I
it was
said,
too much.
it's Tyler the Creator's Drag Race.
Mm. That's all the performances.
Volume 1 and Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4. I'm very scared when you come out, but when you come out, just know I said it first. Whatever that means. We didn't. Oh, do you want to talk about this RuPaul look? Let's go back in time a little bit. Don't like the hat.
Mm.
Looks like someone sat on the hat and then gave it to him. The,
Okay,
do you see what I
rude.
mean?
Yeah, I see it.
It's
I
like
mean, it's kind of a look.
this is the wizard sorting hat's little brother. He's like, you're gay.
What house does RuPaul belong to?
Gay.
Gay. Gryffindor.
Drag queen. That's what the hat sounds like.
Drag queen.
She looks like she's Slytherin, repping the colors.
Mm-hmm. No comment on this look. I kind of like the hat. It's kind of
It is cute, but it is funny. I love funny things. Funny fashion's cute, but not this. Wait,
not this. Damn.
I'll eat it. I'll eat it. You know what? You convinced me. I'll eat it. She looks like
I mean,
a roll of Scotch tape.
I'm eating it.
Next
Thank you,
up.
RuPaul. Kori.
It
Leaving that.
would. Oh, this is how they figure out which groups they're gonna be in. It's the pink fuzzy box. So it was rigged from the start, girl. Rigor mortis.
Is it rigged?
What do you mean? Is it rigged?
How do they?
You think they left any of this up to chance?
Mm.
You know we're reviewing a reality television show, right?
I like to be ignorant sometimes and just pretend. It just
Well,
makes life a bit more interesting when you just
you
believe
think
things at face value instead of believing that whole thing with Hormona Lisa wasn't planned in the first episode.
that wasn't planned. So I guess we can talk about should we talk about the looks? Does anyone want to hear me sing No One Mourns the Wicked before we talk about the looks?
What else is there? There's nothing else I have other than looks.
Let's look at the looks. I was gonna do my rendition of No One Mourns the Wicked. I have a personal rendition of it.
Okay, the floor is all yours if you want.
Oh, okay.
I'm
No
afraid.
one. Oh, it immediately
It
cut
cut
out
out.
for you. It immediately cut out for you. I looked at Discord. I'm like, damn, it's not playing any of my audio right now. No one. It cut out him again. You know what? It'll be fine. You know, the girls who can hear it in the actual recording will be like, God, why did I hear that? So we're all good. Let's go to presenting mode because that's the only way I'd like to present my looks. Outfit. Right, bring it to the runway. 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 Uh, please, there will be no flash photography or close-up shots of any of these looks. Respect my privacy at this time.
Category is
Quilted or not? Quilted or leave it. No?
I don't think it's called that. It's quilted for your pleasure.
Quilt or
Probably.
die young?
I mean, sure. It's probably better than what the actual title is, but it's quilt.
Quilted till you make it?
Sure.
I think it's quilted for her pleasure, actually.
Yeah.
Which is okay. Could you imagine a quilted dildo? Next up, we have Lydia V. Butthole. This look?
Lydia B. Butthole? That's her name.
No, her name is Lydia B.
Butthole
Collins.
So funny.
But-
She gets so little screen time, I forget that she's in this cast. Like, legit.
The Dawn effect is crazy. Like, okay. Can we talk about it? Cause I went on a conspiracy theory brain. For all the people who love how crazy this gets, you're about to love this. Cause I'm about to look like that guy who snorted glue and everything's good in Philadelphia all the time, whatever that show was called, and he had all those strings on the paper.
All the time.
Everything's great in Philadelphia. Please do not worry all the time. He
Everything's.
has the strings.
Oh, it's always
It's always sunny in Philadelphia. After Willow Pill won, the quota for an alternative drag race queen to win had been met. But even in Willow Pill's season, she didn't get much screen time and still won. So then we had stuff that happened like next season where we had Dawn come in. I don't know if this next season or season after. And she was an alternative queen who got like barely any screen time. You know, she was a villain here and there and she did her thing. And then she got unceremoniously booted. And now we have the likes of Lydia B. Butthole Collins, and who's basically non-existent in the narrative of this pod altogether. And I'm like, what are we doing? Like, what's our narrative here with our alternative queens? Are we just like, you're pretty to look at, but not pretty enough or interesting enough to listen to?
What's going on with her yet? Maybe we just have so many loud people. We had Joella, we had Onya,
Taylor Joy, yes.
we have Hormona. Like, there's a lot of people making drama commentary, yeah. So we just don't have like the quiet ones as much. But I think this is kind of a cute look. Like she said, it was inspired by like a crazy cat lady.
She said, I'm not a crazy cat lady.
Oh, she said she's not?
She said explicitly, I rewatched it and she said, I'm explicitly not a crazy cat lady.
Insane.
She looks, I'm getting the like nude illusion she has here in like the, do you see the panty moment?
Oh yeah, I do.
Like, I think this is hella creative. I'm eating this. It's jelly on a plate. I think it's quilted, gives quilted. It's like, one thing about Lydia is she's gonna put that shit on her. Like, however she can get it on her, glued, so stable. Like she will be taking this fabric and putting it on her body, and she has a tiny little body, so the amount of fabric she manages to put on her body and is able to lug around is incredible every time. I love it.
I'm eating this too. It's very fun.
I love the little the hair into the face. It's just beautiful. Next up, we have. Okay, I love Sailor Moon. Quilted? Yeah, it's
I would
quilted.
say.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's quilted, but I don't know how I feel about it.
I feel like she's every Sailor Scout put together. She's giving anime, say magical girl. Do you feel like it's not enough?
Yeah, it feels a bit unfinished
If it had a
almost.
big bow in the background
Maybe that would have been really
with like,
cute.
with like big trails to the ground, like with the what do you call that on a bow? Because you have like, I guess this would be the bow part of the bow, and I would call those like the tongues or the arms of a bow.
I don't know if that's what it's called.
I don't know if the legal name of that is. If you are a bowologist, please let us know in the comment section the anatomy of a bow.
It's a really good question. I like what's going on the top, on the bottom, but in the middle, I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
think just a little bit of that would have helped with a little bit of glamour.
Yeah, I'm leaving it on my plate.
I'll eat it. No, yeah, I'll eat it. I like it. It hits my niche specifically hard.
Mm.
So I'll give you the eat girl, Lana J Ray. Lana J Ray, Lana J
Lingerie.
Ray. I just got that. Next up, we have
Oh,
my
sorry,
Pop Tart's
slapping.
uncooked. What the fuck? I think my toaster's broken.
This is insane. This look is insane. Do you have the picture of the back?
Hold on. So, can I take you on a journey real quick?
Please.
Okay, close your eyes.
They're closed.
Imagine you're in the workroom and you're just chilling with the girls. It's another day in the workroom and we're all just chilling at the table. And out of the
No.
corner of your ear, you hear, hello, hello, hello! And you see this on a
Oh
big
God.
iPad screen.
Oh dear. On the iPad. This was just so weird. I don't understand. Like it's like kissing up to RuPaul, I guess. But you could do that in like a not like really weird way. Like she's looks like a mattress.
I really wanted her for this. If this was gonna be a picture of RuPaul spray painted, I wanted it to be season 8 when where they had to paint RuPaul on the big walls,
Oh,
or like it was either season 8 or season 13, either one of
that's a
them.
big difference.
And I really wanted because they fucked her nose up good.
Like what is there even to say about this? It's just could you even like it's what it's
She's
insane.
a comforter. This look is tired.
So and like the little face hole and the whole time when she's on stage they couldn't get a good camera angle, so she's like constantly a little bit buried in there and it's just this could be the worst look I've ever seen on Drag Race.
Do you think it's gonna get the golden boot when the show's over?
This is a golden boot for sure.
I kind of
Like
live. It's kind of
Lala Ree's
iconic.
it is iconic. Lala Ree's bag look has nothing on this, honestly. I don't think it's even that it's not even like
They're like, okay, in
yeah,
my mind, there are like three like apocalyptic categories of looks, and I can tell you the figurehead of each three, like the three ancient evils of the world. There is Lala Ree's bag look,
hmm
of course. Then we have when Aiden Zane came out on the stage in a pink, just a pink hoodie, black tights, black jazz shoes, and the hoodie had some bows on it. And she had a little kitty cat wig that she'd worn for the fourth time on the runway, and it had some bows in it. That's the second look.
trying to find a picture of that.
Look up Aiden Zane buttons and bows runway.
Okay.
I will wait before we get into how I describe Joella's look.
Oh, okay. Oh, I remember that. No, this doesn't even belong in the same universe as Joella and Lala Ree's.
It's what do you mean?
It's bad, but like, is it?
It's a sweater and leggings and jazz
Wow.
shoes. I don't think there's a heel.
Wow.
And I'm crazy. Like, I think it's one of the three horsemen of death. Welcome
Hmm.
Joella to the category. She looks like a big Pop Tart, and I love it.
Hmm.
The lace on the ends really is there, kind of sometimes. I don't know if it's around the edge. It's kind of flipping backwards. It wanted to be Raja's All Stars. I think it's All Stars 7 All Winners when she came out with the big Vogue tapestry behind her. But that's
Mhm.
the thing, it was behind her. Where's the look here? But we're not gonna go too hard in Joella. Don't forget the Ella because she is an icon. Love, love, love Joella. She's doing great content now. We'll see you later. Next up, we
Oh,
have God. We have Arrietty. Now people are upset because they say it's not quilted, but the fabric is quilted. It just has a printed on pattern.
now I love Arrietty. I
Wait,
think
wait, 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 wait,
what
wait.
what what?
She quilted. Wait. She quilted like you in order to quilt something. It was so she made like a big white quilted fabric, made into that, and then printed this pattern on top of it, or did she just have fabric that was this pattern and then sew quilting like design into it? Because
I
that's
have
not a
no clue.
quilt.
Hmm.
Sewing, if I like sewing fake quilted pattern onto something doesn't automatically make it quilt.
Wait, so now you don't think it's a quilt?
Well, now I don't think it's a quilt. Cause like I'm trying to think like how else would you have been able to quilt something like this? And then she
Hmm.
also said, because she said herself that it was printed like that pattern is printed on. So I'm trying to think to myself, how do you print on a quilted fabric, and how would the quilted fabric have to have been made
Hmm.
in order like, because I'm thinking like you made just a blank white quilt and then you printed on the fabric and then you sewed it together. That's the only way I can be like this is quilted, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
But I'm fucked in the brain, so what do I know?
The problem is I love Arrietty, and even if it's not a quilt, I'm loving it. I think okay, Michelle's comment was wild when she was
She's
like,
like cats. You like
was
cats?
it this episode where she was like,
Look like Cats the musical.
she's like, I would never tell you to change, but you gotta change. You gotta change your makeup. You gotta
Mm-hmm.
get rid of the little white thing on your nose.
I love the triangle on her nose. I think it does make her look beautiful. When she's like, I feel beautiful when I wear it, I'm like, you look beautiful when you have it on.
I know, I like it too. And like, what's the difference between that and things like Anitra's eyebrow slash?
There's no difference. Or Trixie Mattel's entire makeup.
Yeah, literally. So why are we picking on her with that type of detail? It's
It
just
just
very
feels like,
weird.
and I've been feeling like this for a while. The judging panel doesn't have like real judging critiques that are meaningful in any way, shape, or form. What they have are flanderizations of critiques that have happened throughout the ages that they use.
Mm.
So now they have this flanderized judging notation where they're like, I'd love for you to change your wig, Max. Uh, and it's kind of like we're not in that day and age anymore. Like we're in a day where like an audience is receptive to judges giving actual critical feedback and not like brainless, mindless shit.
Mm.
But yeah, I'll be leaving this one on my plate. Like silhouette is great, but I'm gonna need to see a how it's made tutorial on it, and then I will eat it.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Jewel Sparkles. She says she's giving very evil villain in this. Straight up
Uh-huh.
villain. She's tiny. She's a tiny little thing.
Enjoy the silhouette, but
I don't think it flows
is it
very
quilt?
well.
Is this quilt? Is it like the back is what it's quilted? What's going on?
I don't know what quilt is anymore. I guess I'm the dummy. Like I don't know what quilt is anymore because when I think quilt, I think quilted blanket. Like we'll see later
Yeah.
on. What were you saying?
So in a way, is Joella's look the best in most quilt? Like that's undeniably quilt, right? When you see Joella's look.
I'm not sure it is.
No.
I'm not sure that is. I don't sure that is. I think. Sorry, I'm having an episode. I think that just. I don't know if stitching something to look like it's quilted is considered quilted. But like maybe I'm uninformed and I'm completely capable being wrong. Like if I'm wrong, I'd love to know and I'd love to see the proof.
Mm.
So I can better educate myself and become a more well-rounded person. But I believe making something look like something is not the same as it being that, right?
Hmm.
But maybe I'm taking it too far because art is all about interpretation, and maybe there's a reason that you made like you had to make it look like quilt and there wasn't a way to actually make it quilt for the sake of the artistic intention behind it.
Hmm.
Sorry, I went too cerebral. This look is blue.
It looks kind of black. I feel like it is blue. I
It's
feel a
got
little bit of.
underlining of black.
I think it just kind of gets washed out a bit.
I like the hair.
I like the hair too, but the outfit feels a bit plain. It feels like there's something missing.
Yeah.
I'll leave it on my plate.
I'll leave it on my plate as well. Maybe something in the middle. Yeah. Next up, we have Hormona Lisa. Now, I actually really like this look, and it does give very quilted.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and when I say quilted, I mean like the physical, taking the textures and like putting them up and over each other and then doing that. You know, like the how it's been done. Hormona Lisa's look here reminds me very much of Monet Exchange's Dolly Parton look on that All Stars 7 All Winter season that was like, you know, a beautiful coat that was quilted.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the pastel version of this, and it's my favorite colors. Like, I love these colors,
Me
especially
too.
like this pastel gives me Barbie's dream house, and she looks beautiful. I'm eating this.
Me too. I love the pastel look. And that's definitely not a shake and go wig.
There's no shaking that. That is staying on her head. But she is going. I don't in a positive going, but positive going slash positive.
Mm.
Next up, we have Crystal Envy.
I don't know how to feel about this look.
Are you even from New York if you don't have a big black puffer jacket?
You know what this makes me think of?
Elmo.
Um, I don't know what queen it was, but they were like going up the runway. They had a big coat on, and they kept like pretending to take off the coat, and all the judges were like, "Oh, what's under there? What's under there?" And then she takes it off, and RuPaul's like, "Oh, a cat suit." That's kind of how I feel about this look. Or like the inside, where it's a cat suit, and
No,
it's kind
okay,
of.
because I wanted
You
to
know
be
what
this a
clip that
dress
is?
so bad.
Yeah.
I wanted this to
Just,
be a cunty red dress to the floor, even over her shoes to the ground. To the gown,
yeah.
to the gown, to the gown. Oh god, I'm losing it. To the ground. Get that R in there.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's like gorgeous like she is. The second coming of Rose is like Jean Grey.
Yeah, it's not for me. I'm leaving it on my plate. I love the ruby red,
I do.
and I
The
love the
color
hair,
is beautiful.
but I just didn't want a cat suit.
Next up, we have Suzie Toot saying that this is inspired by The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I can see that.
hmm Loved her
And
makeup in this.
yeah, the judges complimented her on her makeup, and I remember Arrietty being like, "What? Why would they
Arrietty
compliment?"
hard pressed because they're like bending over backwards complimenting Susie's makeup for making her lips a little bit longer on either side and her
Mhm.
eyebrows a little bit thicker. And I think her eyes are exactly the same as she's always done them. And Arrietty is just like being criticized for having a big white triangle on her forehead.
Yeah, that was unfair. But I I liked her makeup.
I was a bit unsure if she would if that was her signature look would continue
Mm-hmm.
from before, but I'm happy that she did something a bit more glamorous that fits with this outfit.
Yeah.
It's
A
very pretty.
nice,
I love the color.
a nice, beautiful look. Beautiful, beautiful gowns. She does look like that girl from Nightmare Before Christmas. I think
I'll
that's
eat it.
just. Hmm?
I'll eat it.
I'll eat it too. I think that's just the crisscrossing. Next up, uh, she looks like one of them cookies. You know what I'm talking about?
Cookie? What cookie?
Cookie. She looks like one of. She looks like a cookie. Like a little. I guess maybe a shortbread.
Ah, okay, I see.
Like a
I thought this was, I thought this was really fun. I think we've seen different iterations of this, like,
So
oh, it's a
many.
sleepy runway, but this was like, it looks like a brush. It's very cute.
I do. And you know
Is it?
what? I've come around to Sam. She brought a teddy bear on stage with her.
You know, it's cute. And is that a big zipper in the front? What is
I
that?
thought it was like a sleeping bag.
Yeah, it's so cute. I love the silhouette, little mermaid tail on the bottom. It's my favorite type of dress.
This is gorgeous. I'm eating this.
Me too. I love it.
Very, very beautiful work here, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have Acacia Forgot. So this is a doily mix of quilts. Very cute. It's her drag. It's so rude to say, but her drag feels small.
Small?
Yeah.
Oh. Like the dresses are short?
I feel like all in all it feels small.
Mm.
Like I feel like we were watching this on the runway and maybe it was just how it was being picked up on the cameras, but it was just not shining.
She just doesn't go far enough with her drag, it feels like.
I don't know. I don't know. I think that would be rude to say she doesn't go far enough with her drag.
Mm.
Because everyone's drag is their own.
Mm-hmm.
And going X amount of distance Y is their prerogative. But I just felt like it could have sparkled more. So maybe that's the stones, and if it had stones, it wasn't picking up for me.
Yeah, I don't feel any particular way about this look either.
I'm leaving it on my plate.
Yep.
Next up, a young Dolly Parton was what I wanted to say about this look. But for the next look, it's Onya Nurve. Now this is very what I think quilts.
Yes.
Love,
Onya
love that kind of thing.
Yeah, she loves to embed her culture in her drag, which is fun. I think RuPaul's a big fan of it too.
Mm-hmm.
Very pretty. I love I don't know what you call it. Headdress?
Head wrap?
Head wrap? That's probably a better way of saying it. And it continues all around her body. Very
I think
pretty.
she said that these quilts are from her community.
Mm. Yeah, I enjoy it. What's one thing about her is that she always sells whatever she's wearing, no matter what. Take her
Yeah, I
time
love
going to the
that.
runway.
Ooh.
Wait, what? Are you drinking water? Or
Yeah, I
what's
love
up?
water. Yum, 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 yum.
Num num num.
Thank you so much, Anya Nerve. Next up, we have Lexi Love in a Utica original.
Does this feel Utica to you? It's interesting that she used. Yeah, I didn't think
No,
so.
I
either.
mean, like, I'm shaking my head like I couldn't fathom what Utica could create because she just does everything.
Well, I think Utica's sleeping bag look is probably one of the best of all time.
Yes,
So
true.
it's really interesting that she happened to do a look for this runway. But this is not like what's happening in this
It feels
look.
a runway that feels inspired by her look.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
I love the lamp. Love anything that gives head height.
Yeah, I like that too. Interesting bucket hat.
Don't talk
Honestly,
about Ditto.
I don't know. I think I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely fashionable.
It's fashion. I like it. It's not like something I enjoy in terms of I guess color
Yeah, could be more colorful.
could be like I'm just someone who enjoys large pops and loud pops of color. The
Mm-hmm.
silhouette, love the silhouette, very striking. I'll eat it because it's quilted.
I'll eat it too.
Next up, we have Kori King, who said this look was made by her drag mother and Plain Jane, and I could
Mm-hmm.
tell by that hat. She's got the world's tiniest hat. That's sabotage. Well, it's no, because if it was the world's tiniest hat, it would be cute. But it's the world's most middest hat.
Most mid hat.
Like it's okay. It's not small enough to be cute. It's not large enough to be interesting.
Mm.
It's like the size and width of her face.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just and that's the tea.
And that's tea.
I'm
I don't
just
feel any
yeah.
particular way about it.
The boot
Kinda
is
just-
crazy for this look.
Yeah. I don't love the boot. I don't know. Fun pattern, fun coloring.
Do you see the body? It is carved out of stone. I love it.
Wow.
I'm leaving it on my plate.
I love it. I mean, don't leave it on my plate. Yep.
She's just funny. Can Queen just be funny? I love humor.
I love Kori too, but this doesn't do it for me.
What happened? Why? When did Drag Race become a look competition? I thought we were just here to make people laugh.
That's true. I think a big part of it is how likable you are, and the runaways are secondary.
Oh yeah,
But
huge.
some queens just have it all.
Next up, we have nope. That's the last one. So
Nice.
the queens get together afterwards in anything untucked. Joella has a breakdown because she knows she's in the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And her and Hormona go to the corner and have a little chalk together. That was very cute. They were keeping it real, 100 with one another. My teacher, I said that today in class. I said 100%, and my teacher was like, "Why doesn't anyone ever give 90%?" And I said, "Who wants to underachieve?" Like, what kind of question? Do you know who this woman is?
No.
Then I won't waste your time with her.
Do we ever?
Do we ever is good. So the tops are Miss Crystal Envy. Her Mona Lisa? No.
Wait, what?
No.
I think we're getting very
No.
confused.
We're lost. We're lost. Just okay, so
Onya Nurve is a top. Oh, this shot is crazy to me. Every shot with Joella in this episode is this, though.
every meme that's like me at the glory hole waiting for someone. I'm like I can like just
So funny.
uh,
It's that no, it belongs in the trilogy of bad looks for sure. The third spot is debatable. Lalaurie and Joella's
is this
look
quilted?
I don't know. It looks like a styrofoam.
What can an expert on quilting please tell us what quilting
A
is?
quiltologist, please comment.
Quiltologist, we need a quiltologist, we need a bowologist, I need a manologist. Next up we have so the
we know-
girls in the bottom. Who's the winner?
Onya Nurve.
Anya Nurve won. With it's a little bit more ganja manja.
Yeah.
And that's when I'm Italian telling you to eat weed.
hmm
And
I
in the
think-
bottom.
And Crystal and Suzie were safe. Arrietty was also safe, but there was questions about if she was gonna lip sync. But the whole time I was like, no, there's no way Arrietty's gonna lip sync. Joella and Kori are right there.
I wanted Kori to go up to Joella and be like, Joella, no hard feelings. I have a feeling I'm gonna be here next week.
So funny.
So they
Yeah.
get up and they dance to Pussycat Dolls Buttons. No,
Oh.
that's not fair. I actually knew the song this time. Also, not Snoop Dogg. What is this? The fucking season of the Grifters?
I thought it was crazy when Joella turned around and was trying to make it look like RuPaul was singing. And it was just, oh, It wasn't good.
I'm
It did
telling
not.
you to loosen up my buttons, babe, but she ain't running it.
And then she didn't know the Snoop Dogg verse.
And you know what? No, it wasn't that she didn't know the Snoop Dogg verses, that she refuses to lip sync to Snoop Dogg after what he did.
Hmm.
She was taking a stand. She knew.
Hmm.
Everyone stand with Joella. Don't forget the Ella. She knew. Before all of you, she knew. Yeah, this was not a good lip sync, mom.
Oh god.
Damn it. There's a footage clip of her taking this off in the lip sync, and you can hear a girl in the background say thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm telling you to
Well, she's
listen
ready
up.
to lip sync. That's her lip sync
Buttons.
outfit.
If I had the lip sync for my life, I was ready to do so. There's a clip. Hold on. It's when Kori takes off her hat, and Joella's hand is in the foreground, and it like syncs with how Kori like whips her head. So it looks like Joella's mind controlling Kori to whip her hair back and forth. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. But that's an gross overstatement.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is definitely something. So they lip sync, and you'll never guess who has to try and dunk badunk a dunk. Michelle badunk a dunk. Sponsored by Las Vegas, so I guess everyone just gets to go to Vegas at the end of this.
I have no clue. I don't know what is happening.
Well, she pulls a lever and it made the condescending noise, which I think is shady as fuck. If I pulled the lever and it went wah wah, I'm killing RuPaul. RuPaul, if you're watching this, I didn't say that. But just know. Next up, we send her home, and everyone's in a tizzy over her saying, "At least I didn't die a local girl." How do you feel about that statement?
What does that even mean?
It's like at least I guess people are taking it as like at least I didn't die a nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's probably a reference to when Selena as Titties said, "Oh no, I died a local girl" in her acting challenge on her season.
Hmm.
But some people who everyone has a right to their feelings and to feel however they want to feel about anything. Is how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's something that makes you upset, I feel like you should be allowed to talk about it.
I agree with that.
That's an episode.
Goodbye, Joella. We'll miss you.
Don't forget the Ella. Never forget the Slation Diva of LA.
No, we can't. That's funny.
She's Joella. You're on the track to becoming a Colby.
Colby?
Sasha Colby is on TikTok lip syncing to Joella like things from
Really?
the show. Yes.
It's funny.
Joella is right now like I think she's in a state of like listening to what everyone's saying, and she's like, "Oh, I was delusional," because like before she was like, "No, I don't know what everyone's talking about," and she's like, "No, like I actually see what everyone's talking about," and she's like very aware with it. Because now all the time you see her on lives with all the other girls from the season, and they're all like having a good time. So I can only, I was gonna say I can only assume, but I don't want to assume anything because that makes me a crazy person. So I'm just not going to say anything further on it and just hope that everyone is enjoying their fullest life. Can I get an MA?
M.A.
Alrighty, we will see you guys, I guess, in a few days with the next one.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Where's my
Bye-bye.
freaking mouse? Bye-bye.